They told me I was too old for this. So I filmed it. I'm 36 years old. And a few weeks ago, I did something that people said I was way too old to do. They all told me that I would regret it, but I didn't listen. Instead, I bought a one-way ticket and flew to Thailand, because when you get to my age, you realize how short life is. You realize how many days you wasted being miserable in a job you hated, with a partner that didn't make you happy, and friends that weren't really friends. So here I am, taking you along on this crazy adventure. What I'm doing is kind of insane. There are many people who take this leap of faith at 36. I am jumping out of my comfort zone and doing things I never thought possible. First thing first, I bought a one-way ticket to Thailand, because if I were going to do this, I wanted to go all in. The thing is, once I land there, I'm not gonna have any money left. So I've been preparing for this trip for months now. I sold everything I owned. I quit my job, and I even ended my long-distance relationship so that I could focus on myself. And when I say I'm broke, I mean I'm absolutely skint. All I have with me are 2 pairs of shoes, a few t-shirts and shorts, and an old laptop that I might be able to sell for some quick cash. If I need anything else, I'll just buy it there. Upon arrival at the airport, I get stopped by immigration because they want to check my laptop. Usually, you can avoid this by bribing them with a $20 bill, but I don't have any cash on me. So they open up my laptop and search through all my files. When I finally get released, I step outside into the humid Thai heat. Everything feels new and exciting. I love the energy of Thailand. Everyone seems so happy and carefree. I get an Uber to my hostel, and it costs me $4.50. The moment I walk into the hostel, I meet these 3 awesome Dutch guys. We hit it off immediately, and they invite me to go explore the city with them. We walk around all day, try out different street foods, visit temples, and check out some viewpoints. One of the guys, Jamo, has a girlfriend in Thailand, so he leaves us to meet her every night. I guess long-distance relationships aren't only found back home. I tell the other 2 guys that I'm looking for a good time. I want to experience the real nightlife. And Jamo says, you should totally go check out Bunny's Bar. It's where all the backpackers go. You can find all types of girls there. The other guy, Robin, warns me that it might be a little too much for me. Oh, shut up, Robin, says Jamo. Our friend can handle it. He gives me $100 bill and says, here, buy yourself a nice dinner. So we split ways, and I head over to Bunny's Bar. I don't know what I was expecting, but it's definitely not this. The bar is full of young backpackers and digital nomads. Most of the girls are older than me, but they all seem very friendly. There's no trouble getting a beer, and soon enough, I'm chatting with a girl who's 17 years younger than me. She tells me that she's studying at university back home, but she came to Thailand to learn English and have fun. She gets me a Chang beer, and we talk about our lives. I tell her about how I quit my job and sold everything to travel the world. And she tells me about how she sneaks out of her dorm room every night to come to the bar. We end up taking a shot together, and suddenly, I feel like I am in my early 20s again. We dance on the tables, sing karaoke, and flirt with each other. As the night goes on, I start feeling more and more comfortable. The music is pumping, and everyone is having a great time. Around midnight, the bar starts to get busy. More and more customers come in, and the energy starts to rise. It's loud, it's crowded, and the drinks are flowing. And suddenly, I feel something brush against my leg. I look down and see a pair of tits, A girl in a tight dress is rubbing against me and I can feel her wet tongue on my ear. And then I hear, "Welcome to Bunny's Bar. Do you want to meet some nice girls? Maybe you want to have a good time." And I think, what have I gotten myself into? Soon after, I find myself in a VIP room with 4 half-naked girls. We drink, dance, and chat. One of the girls, Lisa, asks me, "How old are you?" And I jokingly respond, "I'm 29. Lisa bursts out laughing and says, "No, seriously, how old are you?" When I tell her the truth, she says, "Wow, I thought you were like 25. Then I ask her why everyone here seems to be 10 years younger than me. "Because this is the place to be if you want to have a good time," she says. Suddenly, I hear someone shout, "Let's go!" I turn around and see one of the girls grabbing my hand. We walk out of the VIP room and into a dark alley. "Where are we going?" I ask. "You'll see," she says, smiling mysteriously. She leads me through the maze of alleys until we reach a small hut. Inside, there are a bunch of mattresses on the floor and a few old men sitting around. "What the hell is this place?" I ask. The girl laughs and says, "This is the real Thailand." She pushes me down on one of the mattresses and starts to remove my shirt. I push her away and say, "No, I'm not doing this." She looks at me confused and asks, "Why not?" "Because I'm too old for this," I say. And right then and there, I realize that what I was doing was wrong. I'm 36 years old and I'm not in the right place. I don't belong here. I mean, I knew what I was getting myself into when I came to this bar, but I underestimated the level of debauchery. This isn't what I'm looking for. I quickly get dressed, say goodbye to the girls, and leave the hut. I hail an Uber and head back to the hostel. As I'm laying in bed, trying to sleep, I keep thinking about what I had done. It was stupid, immature, and downright wrong. I may be young at heart, but I'm 36. It's time to act my age. In the morning, I wake up feeling refreshed and ready to start my day. I go to the communal kitchen and meet a group of travelers. We decide to rent scooters and drive to the beach. I haven't driven a scooter since I was 16, but I'm excited to try it again. After a few minutes of driving, we reach our destination and park our scooters. I walk over to the beach and dip my toes into the warm water. It feels so good to be alive. As I sit there enjoying the view, I reflect on my life. I've worked hard for many years and haven't taken the time to enjoy myself. It's time to change that. I spend the day swimming, sunbathing, and meeting new people. At night, I go out again, but this time I choose a different bar. It's a chill place with live music and cold beers. I meet a guy from Australia who is traveling around Asia, and a girl from Brazil who is backpacking through Thailand. We chat for hours about our adventures and plans for the future. I realize that there's so much more to life than just partying and hooking up. There's a whole world out there waiting to be explored. The next day, I wake up early and go for a run on the beach. It's peaceful and quiet in the morning, and I love it. After a few kilometers, I stop and watch the sunrise. It's beautiful, and it gives me hope for the future. In the afternoon, I go exploring the jungle. I haven't been in nature for a long time, and it feels amazing. I climb rocks, jump into rivers, and hike through the trees. At night, I go out again, but this time, I stay away from the seedy bars. I meet a lot of cool people and have a great time without getting into trouble. One night, I meet a girl named Ella. She's from England and is traveling solo. We hit it off immediately and spend the night talking. The next day, we decide to rent a scooter and drive to the famous Blue Lagoon. The journey takes us through winding mountain roads and past picturesque villages. We stop at a viewpoint and take a selfie. We spend the night at the Blue Lagoon and swim in the crystal clear water. We stay at a bungalow and fall asleep, listening to the sound of crickets. The following morning, we drive back. On the way, we stop at a local market and buy fresh fruit and vegetables. We also try some street food and buy souvenirs. Once we reach the hostel, we relax by the pool and reflect on our amazing adventure. The next morning, I wake up early and pack my bags. It's time to move on to the next destination. Before leaving, I go to the beach one last time. I take a deep breath and listen to the sound of the waves. I feel at peace. I say goodbye to the Dutch guys and catch an early flight. As I sit on the plane, I reflect on my time in Thailand. It's been an incredible experience. Sure, I made some mistakes, but that's part of life. I'm 36 years old and I did something crazy. I jumped out of my comfort zone and lived on the edge. And you know what?
It was worth it.
If you're on the fence about quitting your job, breaking up with your partner, or traveling the world, I say go for it. Life is short and you only live once. Don't waste another minute being miserable. Do something crazy and break free from your comfort zone. Trust me, you won't regret it.